Hi, my name is Reggie Powell, and on behalf of the team here at Marriage Reconciliation Playbook, I would like to welcome you to another marriage massaging love fest where we take what the two of you are doing and throw it up in the air and celebrate it and love on it and edify it and appreciate it in everything that we can do for it. You guys are loving on each other, and we celebrate that. Celebrate it so wonderfully because we know that it's hard out there. It's tough out there, especially for marriages. Life is not conducive to loving, successful marriages. We are conducive to loving, successful marriages. That's what we are here for, to help you guys to be a loving, successful marriage. In fact, to represent our successful, loving marriage revolution, which is what we are doing here. And we want you guys to lead it, and we want to represent it and get right behind you and cheer you on all the way to the end. To that end, if you have any issues, anything that you need covered, please drop it in the comments and we will cover it for you. I promise we will look at it and cover it for you. While you're doing that, if you believe in what we are doing, if you could subscribe to the channel, that will be so wonderful. It's free, and it's the only way that we'll be able to continue to provide needed marriage relationship help. Thank you so much for doing that. After we get done here, please hurry on over to marriagereconciliationplaybook.com and sign up for our free daily successful marriage tips so the two of you have no excuse not to treat each other lovingly. And lastly, to cover yourself completely, while you're there, please download our free Marriage Reconciliation Playbook guide, because that's the perfect tool to introduce you to what we're all about, as well as to start you off on the right foot towards representing our successful, loving marriage revolution. And that's what we want you guys to do. So there we go. What are we talking about today? Today we are talking about your attitude. We've heard the concept of having an attitude of gratitude. We want to take it a little bit farther and say, have an attitude of pleasing your spouse. Have an attitude of baby gets what she wants. Baby gets what he wants. Have an attitude of just trying to love on your spouse. I say that it's important because a lot of us have an attitude and can talk about an attitude where we are nice. We're nice to our spouses a lot of times on a normal regular basis. But the question is, why? Why are you nice to your spouse? Are you nice to your spouse to curry favor? Or are you nice to your spouse because you're living in an attitude of pleasing your spouse? And that's kind of the if you're in the latter category, that's what we're talking about today, because there's too many marriages that are just trying to be nice in order to curry favor, if you will. And we're trying to check everything that's negative, to that everything that's goes against having a successful loving marriage. Everything that's against that, we are checking it at the door. And so we no longer want to act like that anymore. If that's why we're being nice, and because a lot of times we'll be nice, and we'll be nice for that reason, and then we'll try to say to the world or even to ourselves, I'm doing the right thing because I'm being nice. But that's not the as we all know, that's not what we want to be. Or that'll get you uh a relationship that's passable, as long as the other person is participating in as well in doing the nice thing. That'll get you a relationship that's passable. But we're not talking about passable relationships. We're talking about a successful, loving, revolutionary marriage. And if that's what you're after, the only way we're going to do that is to come clean on all these different things that we're talking about. Little simple things, but all these things, they all add up. All these things, nonetheless, they may be little and simple, but they are important, and they may seem insignificant, but all of them put together are what makes your marriage loving and successful. Okay, so I guess that's about it for today. So hopefully you guys are taking care of each other. Hopefully you are signed up for our free marriage tips. Hopefully you've downloaded the Marriage Reconciliation Playbook guide, and hopefully you are on your way to representing our successful, loving marriage revolution. Take care. Love what you guys are doing. Take care and take care of each other.